you're very upfront.
Pretty much.
About talking about this killing.
Right.
You this man.
Yes.
You tortured him.
Of course.
There is no ambiguity, and there is nothing you want to... In court today, you said you're not here to pretend to be remorseful.
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Are you remorseful?
Not at all.
Why?
Why would I be?
Well, why did this man deserve to die? You claimed he was a snitch.
Well,
what proof do you have of that?
He told me he was a snitch.
He told you.
On many occasions. But that really doesn't matter. Why did you guys want to kill me?
When this started trending on TikTok, when people started using this as like a sound, it made me so mad. Cause I'm like, you realize who she's talking about, right? Like, you realize what she actually did. I mean, who knows what her motives actually were? Like, she's pretty candid in this interview, but my God, was this an awful thing to do to a human being? Like, the actual crimes that she committed. Oof. And then it started trending on TikTok and people were using it as a joke. I'm like, dude, if you don't get offended on this, like, you can't get offended about anything else because you just did that. That's where I draw the line, apparently. I don't know. Maybe it changes every day, but that really made me angry.
I was also involved in killing co-eds because my mother was associated with college co-eds, women, and had a very strong and violently outspoken position on men for much of my upbringing. My mother was a sick, angry, hungry, and very sad woman. I hated her, but I wanted to love my mother. I was getting less detectable. I started flaunting that invisibility, a human head, 2 of them at night in front of my mother's residence.
Ugh, my God. Mr. Kemp. Oh, Jesus. Creeps me to the bone, this guy. I mean, what's crazy about it is that he does look so kind. Like, if I met him, he just seems like he'd be such a nice dude, and then he could do that. Man, I can't. I mean, then his mother was awful, like, coming up from that upbringing as well, and just like, it's so weird. It's so gross, and I remember like watching Mindhunter and being like, is that really what those interviews were actually like? That's insane. He's that disarming. Wow. Creeps me to the bone. I don't like it because I can't trust anyone, apparently.
Mostly because I was scared, but I also didn't want certain aspects of my relationship with Travis to come out. And I was ashamed of what had happened, how it escalated. I don't know if there's really a word, at least in my vocabulary, to describe it, but I think mortified is one of the closest words.
Travis Victor Alexander was an American salesman who was murdered by his ex-girlfriend Jodi Ann Arias in his house in Mesa, Arizona. Arias was convicted of first-degree murder on May 8, 2013 and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on April 13, 2015. The time of the murder, Alexander sustained 27 to 29 knife wounds and a to the head. Arias testified that she killed him in self-defense, but she was convicted by the jury. I'd like to know more about that case. That's horrendous. I mean, if it was self-defense, like, that's still like a lot to do with the situation. I don't understand violence. I've never been in a violent situation ever in my life. I'm very grateful for that. So I can't begin to judge someone in that position. Like, was it a domestic abuse case? Was she trying to defend herself, and was it a frenzy? Like, who knows?
Went on to say that his first murder filled him with an even better experience. Tommy said that he started to chase the rush, and in other words, Tommy felt as though he was addicted to killing the same way that you could be addicted to substances. He also told the interview, "I am hate. When you look at me, you see hate. I don't know what love is. I have no feelings," which is a major sign of a psychopath. Tommy Lynn Sells met his fate on April 3rd, 2014, when he was executed via lethal injection. Before he passed, he was asked if he had any final words, and he responded no, and fell asleep before slowly fading away.
I did a shot of dope. It was the best feeling I ever had in my life.
Oof. Wow. To live with that much hate in your body? Wow. That's a lot of suffering right there. That's horrendous. Ugh, I can't. I'm just never gonna understand. I just can't can't imagine doing any of those awful things to a human being. I just can't do it.
County, and I'm responsible for it, and I am wanting the death penalty. But it seems that everything that I tell them, I mean, it's substantiated. They know it's the truth and stuff like this here, but they don't want to, for whatever reason, follow it up, or and it's just that's why I decided that I would talk to you to try and get my point across.
I was having trouble understanding what he was saying, but I think he said he wants the death penalty. Can someone double check that for me in the comments if you know, because I'm listening to this like right now, first thing in the morning. What a great way to start the day. I mean, it's weird when they actually are like forthright with what happened and they actually admit what they did. It almost makes it more confusing and more mysterious because they knew what they were doing was wrong and then they did it anyways. And you're just like, why did you do it? Because I wanted to. But like, why would you want to is the question you'd follow up with that, and just blows people's mind.
Have met people who claimed to be Satanists, who claimed to be involved with black magic, who claimed that they not only knew a lot about it, but as I said, I've certainly haven't been involved, and I warn all of you, never, never, never. You will not only lose your mind, you lose your soul.
It's interesting because Lee was obviously a very experienced and intelligent man in a lot of regards, with a wealth of knowledge and experience.
Okay, what? I need to watch the rest of that interview because I have no idea what's going on. Like, he was just like, nope, don't be a Satanist. Okay, great. Christopher Lee is the kind of enigma of a human being that just like, you know he lived it. You just know he lived something and he saw something dark. Like the Peter Jackson interview in Lord of the Rings where he was like, yeah, Christopher Lee did some stuff during World War II. Like, he was, wow. Like, what? Christopher Lee, man, I'd love to watch the rest of that interview. If you know it, let me know in the comments.
These songs, you know, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Which one? I mean, I know God doesn't make deals, but he does because he's like, might as well make a profit. Who is this guy? Can you look up the Robert? Oh, Dylan? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, honestly, I don't know whether I should say what I want to say because it's controversial.
Call comes out.
A verbal
fight.
Got a little loud, and by that time, Nicole had come out, and we started having words about who is this guy, why is he here, what's going on.
And she says, "This is my house. Get the F out of here."
Yes, and I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself. And this guy kind of got into a karate thing. And I said, well, you think you can kick? And I remember I grabbed a knife. I do remember that portion, taking a knife from Charlie. And to be honest, after that, I don't remember.
O.J. Simpson, nicknamed the Juice, is an American former football running back, broadcaster, actor, and advertising spokesman. Once a popular figure with the U.S. public, he is now best known for being tried for the murders of his former wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. Yeah. OJ! Ooh, that's still the most controversial trial to this day. To this day. Oof. Even like, what was that? There was like an episode of James Corden and like, I think it was, it wasn't Kim, it was someone else on it. Courtney was on it and she was just like, she had the shot and she had to do it. Oh man, that was a great interview.
and treating them like a person, but they were just objects. The best way to fool people is to help them, is to ask what they want, ask what they need. Do they need any help doing anything? Do they need any money, or do they need their car fixed? Do they need the grass cut? Do they need their children looked out for? Do they need anything to get them to think that I am a decent person and want to help? Trust me, I will help.
That's nuts, man. Ugh. And I'm such a trusting person too. So that tactic, I hate to say, would work on someone like me. But also, now I'm like, no, it won't. No, it won't.
In this room, we're all the survivors of those victims, of yours and the others. Their families and their friends. What would you say to them?
Say what I would have to say to them. I just love them. I feel for them. I feel their pain. I feel their sorrows and their loss. And I didn't feel that years ago. I didn't feel anything for them.
Ooh, it's almost like an insult to say that you love them after what you did and what you were involved in. Like, how can you say that? How can you say that? Great. What a great way to start the morning, folks. I now have a great outlook on the world. I hope you do too. I've been your host, Rachel Fisher, and until next time, folks, take care and stay scared. Oh, f this woman. Number 3. Alexander, an American saleswoman. Man. Is this the... I think this is the Green State Killer. Okay. Is that Christopher Lee? So I'm not gonna say it, because I'm like... Nope, no, not gonna say it. Nope. Hold on. Is this Anna Nicole Smith? Can you look it up? Oh, shit. O.J. Simpson. I was like, who the f is that? I've actually never... Wait, no, can I read the thing? Chris? No, number 10. Susan Denise Atkins was an American convicted murderer. Oh, so it was her. Okay, I didn't know it was... I thought it was her when I watched that clip the first time. Okay.